League clubs Liverpool and Chelsea are interested in Napoli winger Kvicha Karatskelia ahead of the summer transfer season. The Italian team valued Karatskelia at more than £100 million, and if they decide to sell, they may make a large profit, alongside Victor Osimhen. If Napoli were to sell, many teams would be eager to sign Karatskelia, who has emerged as one of Europe's interesting prospects in recent years. Furthermore, if the Georgian star decides to leave the Serie A, Liverpool and Chelsea are in the race to recruit him. The 23-year-old scored an amazing 12 goals in Serie A last season and has 9 this season. Real Madrid and Barcelona, along with Chelsea and Liverpool, are said to be keeping an eye on the midfielder. As the last summer transfer window drew to an end, the Reds were concerned because Salah was constantly linked with a move to Al Ittihad. The Reds turned down a hefty £150 million bid, but they now recognise that they may be unable to resist the Egyptian winger's attraction this summer. Although the 22-year-old prefers playing on Salah's opposite flank, the Reds must make every effort to sign the excellent winger if the opportunity arises during the summer window. After constantly proving his ability in Italy, he will now join either La Liga or the Premier League. Nicolas Jackson, a Chelsea striker, is surely not having the worst season. The 22-year-old has scored 11 goals in 30 appearances. There's no denying it. Jackson has wasted some fantastic opportunities this term. The Premier League average is 12.19, but the Senegal international has only 8 goals, resulting in an XG difference of -4.19. Jackson definitely has a lot of work to do, but he's admitted it. And, while the former Villarreal player may have scored more goals in the current season, 11 in his debut season in England is not bad. By May, he could have a reasonable return. Of course, if Chelsea wish to return to the top, they may need to sign a truly outstanding number 9. A new player, such as Napoli's Victor Osimhen, may not necessarily replace Jackson. We believe he has demonstrated enough this season to be a backup to whoever arrives in the summer if Chelsea opt to sign a new centre-forward. The Blues are considering signing Brentford set-piece expert Bernardo Cueva to enhance their corner and free-kick record. Cueva has proven himself as a bit of a genius in an area where Chelsea has failed this season. While he might be a valuable asset in both areas, when it comes to set pieces, Chelsea's possible acquisition of Cueva could open the door to one of their top transfers. The Mexican worked closely with Ivan Toney, who became a top scorer in the Premier League. Chelsea is looking for a Premier League-ready player and has been interested in the Englishman for a long time. During the January transfer window, Chelsea recalled many players who had been on loan. Cesare Casadei spent the first half of the season with Leicester City. The midfielder gradually gained game time, with 25 appearances for the Foxes. However, the 21-year-old has returned to Chelsea and has only played 13 minutes of football. According to a report from The Guardian, there are concerns that his development may stop. The Argentine, however, failed to give Casadei a single minute at the G-Tech Community Stadium. There must be some concerns about Casadei's situation at Chelsea. The Italian was getting experience in the Championship with a very excellent team. Leicester are now at the top of the table and are coached by Enzo Maresca, who has worked closely with Pep Guardiola. Casadei's recall is understandable given Pochettino's injury history. But if Pochettino chooses petite midfielders over Italy's U21 international, when will he play? He is not unless one of Fernandes, Caicedo, or Gallagher is hurt, it appears. As of now, bringing Casadei back to Stamford Bridge seems like a waste, especially after his loan time at the King Power Stadium was fairly beneficial. For the sake of his growth, the former Inter Milan young player should receive some serious opportunities between now and the end of the season. Napoli striker Victor Osimhen continues to be linked with Arsenal and Chelsea, and it has been confirmed that these teams are interested in him. There isn't anything new to say about Osimhen's status right now, despite persistent reports of elite clubs pursuing the Nigeria international. Osimhen's future will not be apparent until the summer, but Romano feels there is for sure interest from Arsenal and Chelsea, which makes sense considering that both clubs appear to need to sign a new striker for next season. Osimhen remains focused on Napoli for now due to accepting another deal this past season, even if his sense was that he are likely to depart the club for good. We'll see what unfolds as we get closer June and July. A former Chelsea scout has rated a forgotten wonder kid the best player he has seen at the young level. At 15, Charly Musonda was coveted by Europe's top clubs including Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Chelsea beat City to get the Belgian, and Musonda initially appeared to be one of the club's most successful young players. An attacking midfielder and winger type. He had an incredible touch and great movement, he was swift, he could send players both ways, he could take defenders on both sides, and he could score and create goals. Musonda's growth, however, was severely hampered by an untimely injury and a crowded pecking order of veteran, international players ahead of him. Musonda, 27, is currently playing for Anorthosis Famagusta of the Cypriot First Division. Former Chelsea scout Chris Robinson describes Musonda as one of the best players he has seen at the youth level. Thanks for watching and let us know what you think of Chelsea. Remember to subscribe and share a comment.